we're back. Some doubted we'd make it back for the second time, but it's episode 2. This is Cheers. Decided a couple things reflecting back on the first episode. One of those things is I felt rushed. Don't want to do that anymore. I don't like rushing myself. I don't think my thoughts are as genuine, so we're going to take it slow, we're going to take it easy. And to set the tone, I got some music. So I'm wearing these headphones. I hate headphones otherwise, but let's listen. Cheers, boys and girls. Thanks for coming. See you guys.
He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin,
Hey.
blow rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock tonight.
Alright, that's good. And now we're here. We're here. This is it. I want to start off this episode by talking about something that it could have some further implications to it depending on what it really means. But as it goes with most things that are speculative, probably doesn't mean anything. And what that is that NASA has found what we deem to be parallel universes. What does parallel universe mean? Not too sure. So I'm going to read part of an article for you guys just to delve into that a little more. The title, and it's on Forbes. The title is, Has NASA Found a Parallel Universe Where Time Flows Backwards? The Truth Behind the Headlines. It's a heavy headline. And I'm going to read one. First, I'm taking off these earphones. Do not enjoy those. I'm going to read one paragraph or one passage from this for you guys, just to clarify things. Many articles now online appear to be rooted in a 6-week-old story published by the New Scientist, in which the admittedly alarming headline, the headline is, "We may have spotted a parallel universe going backwards in time," is backed up by a well-written and thought-provoking article about some puzzling results from studies conducted in Antarctica of cosmic rays. In parentheses, high energy charged particles, close parentheses, arriving from outside Earth's atmosphere. Along with some far out what if musings about the hard to explain origins of these particles, cue the parallel universe chat. And so what I'm pulling from this really is that these particles are just things we've never encountered before. And people that are bored, people that have a lot of free time and are interested in these type of things, they want to think, where could these particles have originated from? Maybe a parallel universe to ours that is going backwards in time. Because as far as what I've read, we've never seen anything of the kind before. And so, from what I understand, this is it was a research project, and it's by this fund called ANITA, and that's funded by NASA. And that stands for Antarctic Impulsive Transient Antenna. A balloon-based experiment. So what they do is they get a balloon with different monitors and gauges, and they fly it up. This might all be bullshit, but they fly it up into the air, and they measure particles from spots in the atmosphere, places of that nature. And so they found particles that are going backwards, function backwards from what we're usually used to seeing. And so people want to say, yeah, this is they originate from a parallel universe that goes backwards in time. I'm not completely buying it. I just think we haven't seen a good majority of the particles in the universe yet. And say I'm wrong. Hopefully I am wrong. Because I think we need something to shake things up. And if that's a parallel universe going backwards, let's get it. because I don't know how they're driving over there. I'm barely able to drive here going forward. And all I'm saying is we just need a change in tempo. But anyways, say I am wrong, and this actually does exist. Say we do have a parallel universe going backwards. How in the hell is that going to affect any of us? How in any way whatsoever? I have no idea. To me, it's kind of like politics. And I know I'm going into a touchy subject right now, but what I'm saying is, imagine me at dinner, and I'm in a heated debate with a colleague or well-respected friend over some political policies. First off, is it worth it to get into those arguments and maybe even risk upsetting someone at dinner over something that doesn't really affect you? I get that's a lot of people's main interests, but it doesn't affect me really. To some extent, I know it does. I know it is my responsibility to know these things, but in my day-to-day life, I can't honestly say that anything that's happened to me within the past 6 months, currently, or anything that probably will happen to me within the next 6 months, has been heavily affected by politics. And I could be completely ignorant to that. Probably am. But what I'm saying is, me knowing these policies hasn't affected anything. Guaranteed the politics have affected things, especially in this time of quarantine and pandemic. But what I'm saying is, me knowing these things hasn't affected a thing. Leaving it to the pros. And that's kind of what this is like. Even if we do have a parallel universe moving backwards, what's that going to change? It's not going to change anything. All of us know that. Moving on. So, I think that all of us need a well-deserved, exactly what I said before, a change in tempo from what we've been experiencing. And I have some exciting news. What I've at least seen to be the most exciting news throughout this entire quarantine. What is that? Lil Bang is releasing Mambo number 6 when this is all over. We've been waiting on Mambo number 6 since Mambo number 5's release in 1999. That is 21 years. It's a long time we've been in the wings waiting. So I think that is the well-needed change in tempo we've been looking for. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking. But anyways, what else have I been thinking about this week? I don't know, guys. I've been cooking a lot, and I've really been wanting to. I've been wanting to specialize in one type of cooking, and that's been called my goulash, my goulashes, where I just pour things into a bowl because I really like Chipotle. You know, I really like Chipotle going there and just having everything in one single bite. The greens, the protein, the carbs, fats, the veggies, all that. And so I've been doing that. I've just been putting, say for breakfast, put eggs, sausage, potatoes into something. And I've been taking the time out of my day to keep up that routine. And I don't know why I went into detail about the goulash. What I'm cooking doesn't actually matter, but it's just a matter of the fact that I'm taking the time out of my day to carry on the routine, to know I'm cooking a well-balanced and nutrient-dense meal for myself every day. And I know a lot of people, they resent routines, and I completely get it. Routines are a bummer. A lot of routines, especially the ones you don't enjoy. But routines can also be fulfilling, especially when you see results that you've been expecting from those routines. And it's just taking that time out of the day. Like, I make sure to take the time out of the day to groom myself. You know, it's hard in these quarantine times because the days just, they gel into each other, you know? Like, sometimes I don't know the difference between Saturday and Sunday or Sunday and Thursday. And I'm just there. And I ask myself, have I showered today? I'm not too sure if I've showered today, but I'm going to go shower. And that's how I make sure I've showered today. Because if I'm not sure, I do it. I just go and do it. And yeah, that type of routine I've really been taking pleasure in. And like, it's the small things that make me feel responsible. Like, I cut my nails the other day, yesterday. And after that, I noticed that I cut them too short and there were like some edges, some prickly points. So I went down and I filed my nails. I don't usually file my nails, but I took a lot of joy in filing my nails. And lately, like, all day today, I've just been feeling my cuticles. They're smooth. Baby butt smooth. And that's what I'm saying, like, it's the small things that you recognize throughout your day after you've done it that make you think, oh, I'm getting there. I'm making progress. I'm getting there somehow. And I'm enjoying that journey. I'm enjoying that adventure of learning how to cook and really learning how to provide for myself. And when I talk about that, it's weird. It's almost counterintuitive because to some extent I feel like I'm boasting. But I've also noticed that people haven't been focused. They don't like to focus on what they like about themselves. People like focusing on what they don't like about themselves. I don't know if that's grown from our culture of seeking attention and people like to make the insecure feel secure. Something about solidification. But people don't like pointing out what they like about themselves. And I've been trying to take extra time throughout my day to just do that. And it's tough sometimes, you know? Like, sometimes people feel ashamed to admit what they're good at or what they could show other people up at. And I don't know, like, for example, one thing I've noticed that I really like about myself, my hips. I don't know how that may sound to you guys, but if I was to compare myself to anything, I feel like I'd be like one of those mini hula girl figurines that people lay on the dashboard. Because my good features are really accentuated in my hips. Like, best of me. Because when I'm running, you know, I'm just shaking, you know, I'm going. I'm pushing. Because I run. And that's when I notice these things. When I feel vulnerable. What I'm saying is you guys have to notice the things that you like about yourself. Because if you don't like yourself, it's going to be a hard life. It's going to be a very hard life if you don't like yourself. It's like reading a book that you don't enjoy. You could give me the book, The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. You could give me as much time in the world. Guaranteed I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. That's what I'm getting to, guys. Enjoy what you do. Enjoy yourself. Otherwise, time's going to take it's going to be long. And it's going to be stressful, and it's going to weigh a lot on you. Be able to enjoy what you do. Let's move on. Alright, next thing. Hey, girls. Fucking trying out here. Us males are trying. I can't speak... Okay, I get it. I can't speak for every male. And I know every man can't be the best. But recognize when a man is trying his best. And for me to elaborate in my specific situation, why would you match with me on Tinder and not reply? I don't get it. Whose time are you trying to waste? What is the point of that? And when I say try my best, a cheesy pickup line might be that. Because what else can I do over text? What else can I do? I'm just at a standstill for words. I don't get it. I don't get the thought process going into that. So I'm reaching out. I'm asking. I'm saying, what's the point? And I don't know. Like, another thing I've noticed from being alive during this time of quarantine is that kids are doing the exact opposite of what is the socially accepted way of living right now. And by that, I'm not going to incriminate anyone. But kids are out there fucking. They're persistent. Nothing's going to stop that. Kids are definitely out there fucking. And some people have even told me that they're fucking more in quarantine than they've ever fucked outside of quarantine. And I don't get it. Where is that coming from? But these kids, they're savage. They just go for it. They see what they want and they go for it. They're, no inhibitions. No fucks given. To some extent, I respect that. But what I'm saying is savage too. Savage. But anyways. Yeah, these kids are savage. One thing I was thinking about is, well, let me add some context. First, I'm going to start taking some ukulele lessons. My brother introduced me to his music teacher. He's learning guitar, but I want to learn the ukulele because I think the ukulele is like the guitar's cooler, more mobile young cousin, you know? Like, when you take a guitar to a party, what are you? You're a douche. When you take an ukulele to a party, what are you? You're progressive. When you take a guitar to a beach, what are you? You're out of place. But when you take an ukulele to a beach, you're trying to show more acceptance of an islander culture. And that's what I mean. The ukulele, it's more of one of those instruments that you just sit there and you strum away. It doesn't seem like you're putting as much effort as you are into a guitar. I don't know if it's because it's bigger, because of the dimensions, but I just think ukuleles are cooler. So I'm going to do that. And that's really how I came across ukulele, because I have one. Her name's Mercedes. My ukulele's name is Mercedes. Thought it was majestic. And the way I got it was, one day I was in a deep period of meditation. And I'm meditating and I come out of it and I'm listening to music. It's Tom Misch, I'm pretty sure. And he's strumming away, he's making his own music, he's making himself happy. I say, that's so cool. I want to do that. And I will admit, Tom Misch was using a guitar, but I wanted an ukulele. It was like a premonition from God. I'm pretty sure premonition is the right word. I'm just going to go with it. But a premonition from a higher power. And so I drove in a state where I probably shouldn't have been completely driving to Guitar Center. And I walk in and I'm disoriented enough to where my phone is playing music in my pocket and I don't realize it. And it's 3 minutes before Guitar Center closes. So I'm that guy already. I'm that guy. And I don't know what it is, but they have one person in there. He seems like a hotshot, like some sort of big deal where they have 2 or 3 employees dealing with him. And I'm circling around the store with this music playing in my pocket. I don't notice. And as I was telling you guys in the last episode, fucked up my first impression. They didn't like me. They closed at 8. Showed up at 7:57. And so then 20 minutes later, 8:20, some guy finally comes up to me and he says, "Hey, what's up? How can I help you?" And I say, "I want an ukulele. I just want to start strumming away, you know? Just want to start strumming away." And he takes me to the ukulele section. And this is where I did not do any prior research into getting an ukulele. He says, "Do you know a specific brand you want?" I said, "No, I just want to start strumming away." And so he shows me to an ukulele. He picks it up and he's like, "This is a nice one for beginners. You want to try and play it?" And just like I did no prior research in buying the ukulele, I did no prior research in playing the ukulele. Alright, trust me, I'm not happy either. Shit gave out. But anyways, what I was trying to get across with that story is that got my ukulele, I'm going to take lessons. I was wondering if voice lessons might actually help my voice because I love singing, but I'm not good at it. I felt like I needed to end the show with some sort of properness. And that's this, guys. We're going to get this figured out. And I just thank you once again for being in this with me. We will get this figured out together. It's a great couple next days. Cheers, guys. I'm Cablay.